Weird. Right, let's try running an emote or something. Oh, no, the streaming program crashed. Cool. Or rather, my Twitch chat application crashed. That's what I should have said. It's a great start. Yeah, weird. Right, okay, so here's an emote. Should show up on the stream. Sorry, because I'm not popular, I have to test these things out myself and make sure it's working. There it is. It's Pepe and he's spinning around like crazy. Alright, cool. So, here we are. So, Dark Souls 2. It says something weird on the title screen because I've got graphic mod on, but hello, welcome back to Gaming with Westa. I just felt like playing some Dark Souls 2. You know, because it made me so mad the first time I played it. I'm happy to go back and look at it and, see if maybe it doesn't make me mad on the second time through. So, for those who haven't seen my playthroughs before, I like to play without, getting all the information from the internet. So I just go with whatever the game tells me and relax. And for my first playthrough, I was doing, no added health for all of my Dark Souls games. I thought that was kind of like a fun way to play it. But, I might add health this time around. I don't know. But we'll see.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
It looks like it breaks the FMV, my graphic mod. There we go. Heretic looks normal now. Okay. So we're in. So the graphics look really nice. I think this looks like easily as good as the Dark Souls remake, which we also have a playthrough on the channel. The lights is kind of incredible. Obviously I'm standing somewhere incredibly shadowed for my character. But yeah, character looks good as well. Alright, Dark Souls 2, let's go. I'm glad those little things don't attack you, because all you've got at the moment is kind of like weak punch. Now, I kind of have a pretty good memory for these games. So, I remember there being an item in the yep, there it is, in the waterfall. And it was something like going down here. There you go, smooth as silky stone. Now there is a guy up there, but it's like one of those big angry trolls. Yeah. I think he's got a little item next to him, but I don't know if you can, like, grab it and run off. Yeah, he's looking at an item. And what if he'll mind if I try and, you know, grab it? Can I have this? Well, I got it. Hey, bed. Oh, he wandered off. That's kind of cool. I don't know where he was going. Anyway, starting again. First death. It's not a no-death run, apparently. Now, I'm hoping the little in-game cutscene here isn't broken. There's no reason why it should be. Damn. It's a high-resolution texture for Dark Souls 2. This door, I mean. Alright, cool.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
It's true.
What is your name?
Let's say... I'll use my druid's name from World of Warcraft. Wow, that's a little bit off-center. That's better.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
A snowman?
Think back, deep into your past.
Yeah, a snowman.
Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Oh no. Okay, well hopefully this isn't too broken. This is like gonna be normal looking. So, we can't start as a pyromancer. I remember this. I remember talking about this at length when I first started Dark Souls 2. But then as we were playing, I remember finding out that there were pyromancer spells in the game. It's just another starting class. So eventually we're going to find pyromancy, and we're going to take up pyromancy. But other than the pyromancy, I don't really know what equipment we're going to go with. I think I really want a shield this time around. I completed Dark Souls 2 with no additional health. With two-handed, no shield, and no spells, because I thought, spells and shield made it too easy in Dark Souls 1. Boy, did that make it hard. So, we're gonna see what, the shield fighter is like. You could... Finely skilled swordsman fights gracefully with strong weapons in both hands. You can have two weapons in Dark Souls 2? That's so cool. I still think I want a shield though, because I've gone no defense two-hander. So, I don't know, having dual weapons is kind of like the defense of two-hander, none. So this is what I played before, a bandit, and then I just got a big two-handed axe, and that was cool. Can we have some more, do we have more details, I wonder? Yeah, okay, so we've got all that information there. So, I'm assuming it's like Dark Souls 3 where it says pyromancy works off of int and faith. So 412 or 414. This guy's got a load of attunement as well. Could be that we start with the sorcerer's start before we pick up our pyromancy. I think the explorer outfit was pretty cool because I remember it giving me more drop rate, and it's kind of expensive to buy on the vendor. So that's kind of nice. Can we look at the rings and things? No, we're not allowed to inspect all the different rings with this mode. So this is the only guy that even starts with a ring. It's also got one of those stone locks of Pharos kind of things. Or Pharos, it's been a while so I can't remember the pronunciation on that. I might start as this guy and then, find myself a shield, find myself a proper sword instead of a silly little knife and, yeah, like start with all of his starting stuff that's really, really cool and just pick up the rest as I'm walking around. This guy starts with a broken weapon, but a shield. This looks like some kind of expensive armor on the knight. Oh, right, stats. Okay, so he starts with really low stuff. That's not good pyromancer start. But he starts for level 10. Got 7 vigor. That doesn't seem great. It's not the worst, though. Endurance of 6. That's pretty high up. There's only a couple of classes to beat it. Vitality 9. It's equipped load. Yeah, okay. Starts off with a lot of vitality. 7 attunement. So attunement's also really kind of at the lower end. So this must be strength and dexterity. So if I want to equip any bigger weapons, I'm going to have to go out and gain my own strength and dexterity, and that's going to be a long slog. Look at this guy, starting with 15 and 11. That's crazy. 9 of 16 is also a really good spread as well. Adaptability of 12s. Okay. What's everyone else got? Oh wow, he is the most adaptable. Then really low casting stats. So I've got to go out and get my own casting stats and go out and get my own combat stats. But otherwise, he starts great in all the other areas. So it's definitely a bit of a build your own adventure on this guy. He's got a lot of money invested in him, like I already said. The way he's got so many items to start with, I think kind of makes him kind of cool. Not that I really use a lot of consumables. I think we're probably going to be an explorer. And just build my own stats as I go. Maybe a lot of extra healing items at the start could be kind of funny. If we start with the life ring, it's kind of impressive as well. Human effigies, I didn't use too many last time because I was on minimum health. I was like, well, if I use one, I'll just die and lose a load of life anyway. I kind of like the permanence of a life ring. How do we get to the next tab across? Right, okay, there we go. It's gonna go with the default guy. That's just too muscly. And these are just like too odd. Like there's a big head mode like this one, and you know, I just don't want to do anything really, really odd. Got some presets at the top here. I guess we'll just go with the longer hair. Oh god. I don't know if this has like the Elden Ring saber preset. It's probably too old for that. Let's try going to advanced settings. No, it doesn't look like there's a loaded preset here. So we did hair, but did hair color. Got They all look so crazy. Okay, we got nice blue. Alright, beards. I'm thinking this one. I never normally go for tattoos. Yeah, I think we might be good. I think this might be what we start with. And then we'll just evolve our characters. We pick up pyromancy and then whatever weapon I choose to go with.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know.
Quit laughing at me.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Well, it's true, but you shouldn't say it. So with my graphics mod, I got like the lantern set down real low so that the player lantern isn't, you know, super illuminating everything. So we'll need the torch in a dark area, which I think's, you know, kind of cool. But there may be some areas where I need to turn the player torch back on a bit. There we go, free human effigy. Rock the old ladies as we leave. We are playing a villain, apparently. Although I'm so bad at that. I can't. I have to be nice all the time.
This is a limbo. A link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom.
I do have a story. Let's make sure it's... Yeah, I thought so. I remember, like, not wearing the ring for a while because I just thought the game would give me the ring. So we start with a little dagger. Standard dagger has only modest attack and short reach, but it can be jabbed in rapid succession with a powerful critical attack. This is a potent weapon in the hands of the capable. Well, I'm not capable, but there you go. Doesn't look like it's got any magic, fire, lightning, blind, poison, or bleed on it, though. I can't remember, like, every stat, so let's have a look. Counter strength is 0. Counter strength is 150. Poise damage is 10. Short range. Yeah, it's got a range of 0. It's got 0 casting speed, this dagger. I would have assumed so. How can you cast a dagger? That's strange. Okay, we start off with some stuff. Don't think we really need these equipped right now. Now, why would the Ferris lock stone even be on your belt? That's just weird. I don't want to accidentally use any repair powder, so we'll take that off.
My name is Millibeth. The old women were once fire keepers. I am here to look after them. It is what my mother did, and her mother before her, and so on.
Hi, then.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here to start again with a clean slate.
I might, except you're all laughing at me. Yeah, like that. Oh, here we go, nice and dark. Ah, beautiful though, once it's lit up. So, we don't have any spells to attune at the moment. We don't really want to use storage. We've got nowhere to travel to. And I don't think I ever really figured out what burn was. Maybe I'll try it out next time. Lost soul of an undead and a torch. Which you might need. We're gonna see how dark it is out here. Damn, the lighting's beautiful. So cool. Oh yeah, this is real dark. Maybe we'll use the torch a little bit. We've got 5 minutes of torch. Go, go. Uh-oh. Ow. Ooh, nasty. So mean. Oh, got another dagger. I remember the archers just being so mean in this game. Kind of spry guy. Bow in one hand, dagger in another. Sir?
give it, Moth.
Yes, you! Give us Silky!
See if I remembered that correctly.
Yeah. So nice, so smooth.
Yeah! Silky smooth!
You, give it, Moth.
Oh, there we go. Got my item back from them. Whoa. We're not going that way. Hold up. Could there be missing stuff if I do that? Oh wow, I kept the torch. That's cool. Sort of a nameless soldier. Thank you very much. You shall never be forgotten, nameless soldier. Not a lot of torch time left. Jeez, buddy. Be careful with that broken sword. Well, that's where the jump is. Oh my god, jumps make me so nervous in these games. Isn't this where we learn about plunge attack? I got a good feeling that it is. Guard break with... right, yep. Yeah, plunging attack. Cool. Knocked him over. Oh god, two of them. Oh, this guy had a secret. Ah, cracked red eye. No! Stupid online item, I'll never use you. Six seconds left. 2 seconds left. Ah, I did manage to light it. So I don't think a Ferris Lockstone is like a one of these. I think it's another item that depetrifies people. So yeah, I guess we won the tutorial. Very nice. Now for the glorious bit. Nice. Because my graphics mod allows me to have like HDR lighting on a HDR monitor, it looks so stunning. It's like unbelievably good. I'm not streaming in HDR though, because it's a whole thing. Now I know there's somewhere where you can jump off and get an item. I don't know if I'd need to go like back up there to do it. But certainly you can jump off of the side somewhere. I remember spending a long time with the binoculars trying to like find out what the deal was. I think you can kind of jump up here though to get up there. So I'm not sure. We'll take another look. Back up the top. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice and gentle. Wait, did I fall down to like the wrong place? Because this is nothing. This is not helpful. Yikes. Morning Star and a cleric's sacred chime. So I can be a wizard already. A faith wizard. I got the binoculars. Cool. So I guess I remember that wrong, because I guess I didn't look with the binoculars to see that place. But now I do have them. It always makes me happy, just in case I want to have a nice look around. Spot some secrets. Alright, cool. Let's meet the level up lady.
Are you the next monarch?
Yep,
Or merely a pawn of fate?
that too.
Bearer of the curse. I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Thank you very much.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
I love that game. But we may now level up with the power of the Emerald Herald.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
That's true.
Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
Alright, you heard her. Let's go get the 4 big souls.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
I don't think we can upgrade our Estes Flask, because she's only just given it to us. Might be able to do a level up there. But I don't really know what I want yet. Oh, and I can't afford it anyway.
Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle, where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it?
I got no idea. So I had an interesting conversation between this guy who says, you know, he's got a group of people who's out to help everyone. And then when you have the conversation with the shopkeeper over there, though, he says they're actually a bunch of bullies and not nice people that are helpful. So I don't know. Let's have a talk with him anyway.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drangleic these days, there are very few places like that.
True.
I am Solden. And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody.
There's some fun gameplay.
Do you know much about souls? Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive, to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there. We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really.
Jeez. So this should say that I've died once. Maybe it's the front of the statue. One death worldwide. Yep. I wanted that piece of loot next to that troll. Or ogre.
There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now, like I have.
No, I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna run around and desert you. I'm never gonna make you cry. I'm never gonna tell no lie. But I am gonna grab this loot. Thank you. Hello, mister.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
That is kind of mean. There's a window there, if you really wanted to get in.
I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop.
Rude, but I'm not saying no. Can I cut the strings on the tent? I cannot. Now I remember going this way. You know, it's cool and all, but it's like really hard. It's not like the easiest part of the game going that way. And this was like a covenant, but it said something about like yeah, I'm not too sure about just joining a covenant that I don't know anything about. I think the cat tells you a bit more about this covenant. Or maybe the guy if you pester him enough. Maybe I will go look down that way. Because I think there's some items in the sewer. I know when I do, like, officially start looking for enemies, I probably want to head down that path that we're looking at now. Because I think that's the easiest of the 3. But we'll see if there's anything to grab down this way. Oh wow, that's cool. It's nice and dark. Contraption does not move. And that's probably how to go later when it does move. From what I remember. It's been a while. I could be wrong. I think we need to beat the robbery cleric before we can do that. Here we go. Open this. Crimson Parma. I think the Parmesan is a shield. Oh right, we picked up the Morning Star. That might be good for 15 strength. Yeah, we're not wielding that yet. What about the shield? 6 strength. We can do this. And it's got 75% block. A standard wooden Parma. Fancy name and nifty paint, but surely a merchant's effort to make this very ordinary shield more attractive. Let's check out the stats here. If it's the one that I'm looking at, I think that's the physical. Yeah, physical reduction. Percentage of physical damage reduced, 75% block shield. Better than 0. Love the dungeon aesthetic down here. I think this is just where you get the next lever if you're going the other way back through. Yeah. See what I don't remember what this piece of loot is. A broken thief sword and sword of a lost undead. Yeah, that doesn't seem very useful. Maybe the broken thief sword is better than my working dagger. It is, but it needs more strength. So, I kind of can't do that. Yeah, that guy has some broken arrows in his eyes. I hope he's okay. We can't have a conversation with him. So that, I'm pretty sure that's the bonfire that I want. But there's kind of a guy there. Oh god. That's not right. It's a waste of the life gem. So I guess, because you pressing square to use your binoculars is correct. Or, sorry, Xbox X. Is correct in some of the games, but okay, when it's one of the ones where you equip it on the side, you have to use the side button. Gotcha. Can I zoom in and enhance? I cannot. So yeah, that guy's gonna destroy me. Oh god. Oh god. Haha, I missed so much. Wasted opportunity. Well, I'm lucky I didn't strike this guy, and I'm lucky I won as well. So, great luck. Huge success. Got the bonfire. Time to retreat, I think. Phew. But, yeah, nice. I love this little menu of places to go with its own little artwork. I like that out of this game. Takes a lot of the guesswork out of, you know, some things. It's not perfect, but it's something. So I guess we'll meet up with the merchant. But seeing as I've got some very cool armor to start with from the class I picked, I don't know what I'd want to buy. Also, let's, you know, take the things that he really wants me to have. You know, put them all the way back up here in a box. I'm just assuming he wants me to have them. Tiny Nut Shard, very cool. Sup, dude?
Hello there. Well, welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
Sure thing, Nolan. I might want to buy one of his shields. Oh, wow. So some of the shields have 95% physical block. Well, that takes 20 strength. 10 strength for 90%. And 10 strength for 85%. It's not even lighter, the shield, like. It's got a bit more damage on it. I think out of the two of them, I'd probably want the Silver Eagle Kite Shield. So we'll try and save up 1,500 monies. And get big shielding.
I came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade. Very competitive, of course. And you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold. It's been years since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really.
So that's interesting. At the start, he remembers the town that he started with and setting out and what he was setting out to do. He did say, I don't remember why I'm still here, but he's very lucid at this point. And I remember the further you get through the game and the more you talk to a lot of the NPCs here, they don't remember what they're doing, they don't remember where they came from, you know, they can barely remember their name and things, so it's kind of interesting how this progresses. But I didn't remember that he was so clear on who he is and where he came from at the start, so that's kind of cool. Because, you know, you only get your first conversation with an NPC once, and you don't think too much of it. When you're then looking back at the theme in the game, you're having a bit more of a think about it.
A group calling themselves the Blue Sentinels have gained much power in Volgan.
Here we go.
You can't even run a shop without their blessing. They claim to be working for the greater good, but it's absolute hogwash.
So I think the guy, the depressed guy over there, is the Blue Sentinels guy.
Oh, by the gods, why the hell am I here?
Yeah, so now he's like really leaning into that. What? Why do I stay?
Well, I do hope I see you again.
Let's see if the inventory tells you how much these are worth. Nope. Okay, I think I can afford my shield now.
Well, thank you for coming back. Do take a look at my wares.
Yeah, we're gonna get this silver eagle kite shield and have 90% block. Very cool.
Thanks very much. And do please come again.
I will consider it. Right, yeah. So they're saying I'm gonna get the stats for right away. We're gonna go and get level whatever strength. And we're gonna be very careful about the pigs around the side from what I remember. And I don't think we can drop off of this safely yet. But there's some cool swag down there. So this one's locked. Can I push the boulder for this? No? Oh! Alright, cool. Esther's flash showed. Okay. Isn't there something else that I can cut further up? Maybe it's that ribbon or something. Oh no, the pigs have seen me. Okay, we're out, we're out. Abort the mission. Am I still in danger? Yes. Oh god. Save me. Now we're gonna really meet a character. It's it's Shalqua, and she says Enchanté, from what I remember. It's a classy cat.
Oh, undead are we? And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
I think she sells really cool rings. I think we're gonna want a ring of the evil eye at some point. Silver cat ring, reduced damage from falling. I think that maybe will get us down into the well. Red eye ring, easier to be detected by enemies. Name engraved ring is... Alright, that's an online multiplayer one. Can hear the voices of foes. I remember that being really, like, irritating. Like, when you're walking around with it, all the enemies just make, like, a bit of a rabble-gobble sound. Which is like, okay, so I know an enemy's there around the corner, but is it really that useful to know that when the sound effect is so irritating? I guess I never really looked at the tooltip really hard like a second time, but a ring worn by Roy the Explorer. Hear the inner voices of surrounding foes. That's what makes that really weird sound effects. Useful for locating hidden enemies, right? True. And perhaps for a few other things as well. That's weird. She saw some homeward bones, in case I want some of them. Yeah. No covenants joined.
This place is already dead. Everything will crumble and waste away so that something new may be born. Isn't it wonderful?